Alright guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing very well. Now I'm going to give a brief overview to the UV pass inside of Cycles. Now I'm going to be completely honest here, I've only used it a handful of times and I'll explain why I used it. If you're a compositor or if you know more than Blender than me, or if you've just got a working example, please leave it down in the comments. Educate me and educate other users. But I'll show you why I used it. So I have the default cube here. I have a basic UV map. We've got a nice smiley face. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the view layers and I'm going to go to the data properties and I'm going to enable the UV. Now just be aware, if you have more than one object in the scene, it'll actually give you the UVs for them, and it can be a bit of a pain in the ass. So it's always good doing this with a single object. So I'll hit F12 to render, and I'll come up to the view layers, and you can see our pass here. We have a UV pass now. So why would I use this? Well, I had to animate a bottle, and the client changed the label, or just a certain part of the label, and I didn't want to render out 1,000 frames. So I just used this and I just comped it inside of After Effects. But if we quickly jump into compositing here, enable the use nodes. As always, we'll get the render layers on the left hand side into a composite node, and you can see that we now have the UV. So why would we use this? So if I take the image, I'll just put it into a viewer so we can see what's going on. What we can do here is we can drop down a UV map or a map UV. Now I've made this secondary UV with the angry face, so I'm going to plug this into the image and I'm going to grab the UV data from our object and I'll plug this into the viewer. So in my case, the bottle was rotating. So basically what I done was this, and then I overlaid it inside of After Effects. What you will notice here is there's no lighting or anything being affected here. You're literally just throwing an image, grabbing the UV position and throwing the image on top. Now, in my case, I got lucky. I could actually comp it in. Now, obviously, you can do this inside of Blender compositing. You can mix it and stuff like this and try and blend it. And if you've got other channels like a crypto mat channel, you can start to actually build this out, and it kind of does help. So that's pretty much why I used it. Another reason I used it is I added tracking markers onto the object and I re-rendered it out with a UV pass. And it means I had a tracking marker inside of After Effects so I could do some comp work. So that is the basics of it. I do apologise, it's crap tutorial. But if you've got a better working example, or if I've done something wrong, or if you've got another idea, please leave it down in the comments below. You know what to do. Take care.